Just getting things set up, guys. Just give me one moment here. Sorry, it keeps saying... Oh, there we go. It keeps saying that I'm waiting to go live, but I've already hit the go live button, so I'm sure there's a little delay there. I just don't know what it is. Cool. We are up and running. Just gonna throw something in the chat really quick. As I always do. All right, cool. Well, let's just get right into it because we've got a lot of grinding to do. Like a lot. Like so much grinding. Like I was thinking about it earlier and how long this whole process is going to be to get to max level alone. And it worried me just like a little bit. Ooh, before we take the quest. I see a copper node, a copper node, a copper node. And I am nothing if not an efficient farmer. I'm super inefficient. Don't come here looking for efficiency. Don't come here looking for really anything beyond just casual gameplay and some chill vibes. Cool, we got some money back from the auction house. We're going to be able to go back to the auction house more often in Westfall because we're going to be able to fly from this Flight Master back to Stormwind. So we won't have to make that run to Stormwind ever again. Thank God.
Have a good one. See you later. Safe travels.
And we're just going to pick up pretty much every quest that we can. There's a lot of them. It's going to require a lot of farming. It honestly makes the most sense to come down here and literally pick up all of these quests first because they just kind of, the whole zone here is just covered with stuff. And that will be the next 5 or so hours of our game is just running through this zone, clearing all of it out. Now, my hope is that we can get into Dead Mines by the end of, not today, definitely not happening today, but by the end of this zone or somewhere around level 20-ish, we can jump into Dead Mines. That would be pretty cool. That's what I'm shooting for. I haven't run a dungeon in Classic outside of like Wrath of the Lich King dungeons in so long that it'd be nice. I've leveled so many characters though. Ooh, bag feed.
Greetings.
Farmer Saldin? Saldin. Ooh, those pants would be awesome.
Go with honor.
That requires us to kill 20 harvesters, and they are just outside our level. Also, you might notice there is now these 2 bars under our character when we have something targeted. Those are swing timers. So what they're going to be used for is for me to make sure that I don't cancel auto attacks with different abilities before the auto attack is supposed to go off. It's not super important for rogues, at least right away, but later on it will be significantly more important.
Farewell. Can I help you? Be careful. Have a good one.
So you can see that, I'll just grab one. You can see this is my main hand. It takes 2 seconds for each attack, and then my offhand is 1.5. So every 2 seconds I hit with my main hand, every second and a half I hit with my offhand, and as those bars fill up, it's just a visual way for me to look down and realize, like, hey, you know, I should avoid, I should avoid this or that. I should avoid using this ability for, like, the next half a second, let my auto attack get off, and then go ahead and use the ability. Well, thank you, Protector Dorana, except I don't get to loot it because you did all the damage. Jerk. Dorana, don't do it. Let me loot this, please. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, cool. We just got a level up. That's nice. So let's hop in here. We're still just doing crit strike chance. Our crit strike is getting pretty high, 13%. That's not bad. So it's pretty good crit strike. Obviously, crits are super satisfying. Gotta love them. Wait till we start getting some ambush crits. Oh my gosh, you guys are you're gonna understand why I want to play assassination, or subtlety as opposed to combat. It's just the way it was intended to be played. All right, and we're gonna start to run into issues with our bag space. So I'm gonna be moving some stuff around that we need for different things. Ooh, we got a snout. That's awesome. The Gortusk snouts are always the ones that seem to take me the longest for some reason. So getting a snout really early is just pleasant. Gortusks also do a ton of damage sometimes when they're running at you. You'll see they get like a burst of speed, and then they hit you, and it's like 70, 80 damage. It freaks some people out, especially if you're playing hardcore, because that damage unexpectedly can kill you or just take you really off guard. So if you're ever wondering why you got hit for so much from one of these stupid little boars, it was them doing their little charge attack. And they don't do as much damage throughout the rest of your fight with them. Oh, did I level up his skinning to the next level? Because we're about to cap out on that. I might have to run off really quick, and I did not. I might have to run back to Stormwind for a minute, and because we're going to be skinning so many things in this zone that we'd miss out on so many skinning levels if we don't go do that. That's okay. It gives us a chance to stop in and pick up our gold from our copper ore sales, and to drop off some more ore in the marketplace. Plus, I'm pretty sure there's a quest here in just a moment that actually has us run back and forth to Stormwind for a minute. So we got to go back there anyway. May as well take care of it while we're doing that. Gryan Stoutmantle. What a name. Gryan Stoutmantle. You don't end up as just a farmer if you're Gryan Stoutmantle. You are destined to be someone. We essentially pick up every quest available here.
See you around. What can
And
I do for you?
because we can... whoops, I forgot to say I'd like to buy.
See you later.
Alrighty. So I've continued to see what I was hoping I would see with my my WoW questline video, which is that I'm still continuing to get views day after day with a lot of my videos, and I've only really done gameplay videos, so it's not too surprising. But with all of my other videos, it was like the first day or two I would get as many views as I was going to get, and that was about it. You'd maybe get one or two all the days going forward, but my questline video has been consistently getting more and more views each day. So I'm happy about that. I'm excited to see if that format, that kind of video idea holds with people, because people have also watched more of that video, like more of a percentage of those people make it through the video than at normal. I'm getting about 13% of people actually finishing the entirety of that video, which is a lot for me, like a lot. So thank you if you're one of them and you're now watching this after the fact, because I know no one is actually here watching me. I'm just talking into thin air. I'm sure my apartment wall mates think I'm wild, but tis what tis. Can't wait till we can fly all on our own. I can't wait till we're doing current content, doing Wrath stuff, honestly. But for some reason, I never get... I mean, I get burned out on playing WoW, obviously. I don't play the game 24/7 all the time. I take breaks. I'll step away from the game for months or a year or two at a time some days. some days, sometimes, but I never get bored with the game. Like when I want to play the game, this is, you know, the grind, all of it's just super interesting and fun to me. Yeah. So I assume that will stay the same going forward, and that, you know, I mean, obviously I'm going to take this character all the way to max level and beyond. That's already set in stone in my head. I might take breaks here and there, but I don't think I'll really take breaks until I have like a set guild that I'm raiding with, because up until I get to that point, it is a constant like, oh, am I gonna be able to, you know, hit that max content? Am I gonna be able to get caught back up and get ready for like current content at some point? But once we have a guild, we've gotten caught up on Nax and Ulduar, and we're ready to raid whatever the phase 3 raid is. I think at that point we'll feel comfortable enough to go hop off and play other games for extended periods of time. I think I'm going to slowly build up a backlog of Borderlands 2 videos, because I did say in the beginning of this channel that Borderlands series was going to be like my mainstay. Just if I didn't have any other content to produce, I would just be able to pump out 2 or 3 Borderlands videos a day. And I still plan on doing that. Actually, hold on. We need to find out how much this is going for in a 20 stack. Cheapest 20 stack, 550. So let's call that 545. And then if each one is roughly 440 copper, is that right? I think I'm doing that math right. We take a gold and 20 off, so let's just make it an even 4. 425. And then leather. Okay. Wow, some people are selling the leather really, really cheap. Some people are selling the leather for not very cheap. Let's just call it 425 for the leather as well. I'm really not being very efficient with my pricing, and I understand that, but at the same time, I don't think penny pinching a gold or 2 here or there is going to make or break any milestones, hitting, getting riding, elite ride or epic riding, flying, cold weather flying, all of that. I don't think it's going to make a big difference. So I'd rather just do it quickly than sit here and try to like calculator out min-max the what I should be selling all of that for. It's a lot. I mean, if you told someone from vanilla WoW that at level 12 or 13 someone would have 24 gold, they would probably think that they were cheating, or that they had an alt that they were funding their account with. It says 2 people are watching. One of them is me, so hello, other person. You've probably already left the stream, and I'm just sitting here talking to dead air, but hello. Welcome. How are you doing today?
I supply only the finest goods for the Alliance. See you later. Be careful.
I don't mean to sniffle into the mic. I'm sorry. I usually mute myself for that. So I've been growing out my hair recently, and I grew it out for a very like 3-4 years, and when I let my hair grow, I get really long tight curls, and if I comb it out, it turns into like a big old, like a huge afro. I'm not joking. Like think of the most comically large afro you can think of. It is that. But I stopped taking care of it. COVID happened, and I stayed home a lot, so I wasn't really worried about my appearance because I work from home and everything. So I just stopped taking care of it. And then one day I sat down and I was trying to like pick it out like I used to, and it was so knotted up that like getting the pick through it was so difficult. I just kind of looked at myself and I was like, you're not doing the hair justice anymore. So I got it shaved off at the next chance. Oh, someone already bought my leather. I knew I kind of undersold that, but I don't care. 'Tis gold. Gold is gold is gold is gold.
Go with honor, friend. Light bless you. Light be with you.
And back to Sentinel Hill.
For the Alliance.
All right, 1 second, guys. I'm going to mute myself for just a second. I'll be right back. Hello. Hello there. So, been kicking around an idea for a stream. I want to start to do some things that are a little out there, things that could potentially get me just kind of noticed by more people. I know the best way to get viewers and get subscribers is just to continually push out content. Not just terrible content either, but solid quality content. And I'm going to continue to do that. But I've also been thinking about something kind of wild I can do. And I've really settled into this idea of a 48-hour long stream where I don't get out of my computer chair at any point. And I mean, I would explain what my area here looks like, but I'm essentially boxed in by my desk here, and my right next to me here is my, you can actually kind of see the edge of it, but this is my couch. So like I'm kind of squared in here, but my idea would be to put anything I could possibly need for the next 48 hours within reach of me. So a box of tissues for blowing my nose, like 2 gallons of water, a couple like pre-made things of food that don't have to be hot to be good. Actually, I think all food is good even if it's not hot. Like, you give me cold anything, even if it is a dish that is traditionally supposed to be done hot, and I'm gonna think it's fine. I love cold pizza, cold spaghetti, cold chicken and broccoli alfredo. Like, just give it to me, I'll eat it. Maybe I just have low standards. I didn't get skinning. Oh my god. I didn't level up my skinning. All right, you know what? It's not that big a deal, because it's not like we can't skin the things in this area. Wait, let me do some quick math. So skinning levels work every 5 levels of the mob is, or every level of the mob is 5 levels of skinning that you need to skin it. So at 75, divide that by 5, 15. So we can skin things up to level 15. We're not going to be fighting anything above level 15 until we go back to Stormwind for some reason. So we're okay. And the levels I'm missing right now, it's negligible. Skinning is the easiest class to level up, because you don't have to look for nodes that are randomly spawned. You can find these nodes, which are the creatures that you skin, just all around. So, not worried about it. Oh, Mokus blew me a kiss. Thank you, Mokus, the orc hunter. I didn't even notice. It's a PvP server. Why didn't he just murder my face with violence? What? Listen, if I was a max level, and I will be at one point, if I was a max level running through a low level other faction zone, I would truly murder everyone that I saw. That is what a PvP server is for. Don't tell me it's for people of equal level to test themselves on the field of battle. Like, no, it is so that you can go out anywhere and pub stomp the other freaking class, okay? The other alliance. What are the alliance and the horde? What would you call that concentration of people? It's not a class or a group. It's a culmination. Sounds right, but it's not. Anyway, I'm gonna go out when we hit max level, and once I've got really good gear, I swear I'm gonna go out and we're just gonna PvP anybody we can find, regardless of level. And you know what? If we get to a low level horde zone and we're killing people and they send people after us, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna kill them too, or we're gonna die. We're most likely gonna die because I don't PvP well. I've always thought it's cool. If you ever watch videos, and these are videos from back in the day, like original Cataclysm, Warlords of Draenor, like when video game content was just becoming kind of mainstream like that, or maybe a little earlier than that. People would put up videos of them playing on PvP servers, and they were like bodyguards for the Horde or the Alliance, depending on the faction. And they would get messages, like their guild would send them a message like, hey, this area is being camped by someone in the Horde. We need someone to go there and you know, watch out for the people leveling there. It was just cool to see that as an interaction, a mechanic. I feel like I should hold on to this blunderbuss because I kind of want to put guns on my rogue here. Guns are unnecessarily loud, but I love them. Plus, it's the most damage you can do at range in like a short amount of time, because guns are going to have the longest reload and fire time. right. So in the top right where it says speed 2.2, like this throwing dagger is 1.7. Most bows are going to be low 2s. Some guns are going to be up in like the high 2s. It's the most damage you're going to get out of a single shot. And my idea is that in combat, unless you're fighting against a ranged character, which if you're fighting against someone who is a dedicated ranged character, you don't want to be that far away from them anyway, so you're going to close the gap. But you're only going to get 1 or maybe 2 shots at range if you're fighting, let's say, a warrior or a feral druid or something like that. So having that one attack be as strong as physically possible is probably your best bet. I'm completely talking out of my ass, by the way. I have no idea. Just like mentally that makes sense to me, you know? I don't know if that's the best idea, but I'm going to pretend that it is. What are we getting from... Oh, we need ochre from these guys. That's right. Okay. I'm like, I know we need to farm these guys for something. I just don't remember what. Actually, we could probably wait, and instead of getting the ochre from these guys, we can go get it from the level 15 ones in this field, because those are ones that we need to kill for the Harvest Watcher quest anyway. I could be doing this more efficiently. So we're going to kind of farm this area first, and then we'll move our way south in the zone as we do each quest. Not focusing on any specific quest, but whatever one we have an objective for in front of us. God, I can't wait to get ambush and start sneak attacking people. Just gonna move some stuff around here. Eggs. No, we don't need to do that for cooking anymore. I just want to pickpocket. Sometimes you get footlockers out of pickpocketing, and that's what you level up lockpicking with. Although I think there's a rogue quest early on that gets you to like 75-ish. So maybe we just wait for that, and then we can start worrying about footlockers after that. It's gonna pull both of them, right? I mean, we could fight both of them. It's not a big deal. Oh, you know, I just pulled both of them. Okay. I think we're fine to not pop evasion here. Yeah, we're fine. Because I think there's 2 in this house as well, and if that's the case, I really don't want to pop evasion unless we have to. Because in this case, we kill both of them pretty easily. I can just go, I can heal really quick, and then we can just go in that house. What is my first aid at? Oh, it's not bad. Once we get to 40, we have another reason to go back to Stormwind, because we need to go... Oh, there's a chest in here. Awesome. I was hoping the chest would be here. Once we get to 40, we can go back and get heavy bandages, and those are... I mean, they're just like 100-some health per 8 or per 6. So, you know, just better bandages. That's all first aid really is. It's just constantly upgrading the type of bandage that you're getting. Ooh, we got a lot out of that. So we got a green shield. You know what? If we see a paladin, I'm going to just offer to give that stuff to him. Because we're not selling it on the auction house, and the most we're going to get out of this is 5 silver. I'd rather just give it to someone who's going to appreciate the gear more, right? Spread a little love. Make everyone feel appreciated. And the reason I say paladin, I guess I could give it to a warrior as well, but the reason I say paladin is because the thing has intellect on it, which is going to be completely useless on a warrior. Because warriors have no intellect. They hit things hard. Bonk. I say that as a warrior main, by the way. But like that's what they do. They hit things hard. Wow, we've had 2 watchers for a while now. I'm actually kind of impressed. Genuinely, I was expecting that second person to eventually disappear, because that seems to be what always happens, but I'm excited someone is sticking around. You can claim the honor of the first person to ever type in my chat, if you would like. And I promise I will write down your name, and if I ever hit it big, I will mention you when I get 1 million subscribers. I have to bribe people to give me interaction, okay? No one wants to have interaction with me normally. Come on, man. I need to make them feel bad first. Kill the boar. Kill the boar. Ooh, boar ribs. Boar ribs. I want to make sure I don't get rid of those, because we have a dry boar rib recipe that we want to do. And that's also going to come with a food buff, which we haven't been utilizing yet. So I want to utilize the food buff if we can. But wow, what's the food buff? I don't know a lot about World of Warcraft. I'm watching you because I like your personality, not the game. Well, thank you. So a food buff is... it's just a small buff, usually to your stamina and your spirit, that you get for eating certain foods. So you'll notice, like, my my long jaw mud snappers down here, they just heal. They don't do anything else. But these pork ribs, they heal, and if I eat for 10 seconds straight, I get an extra 4 stamina and spirit. Which doesn't sound like a lot, like, oh, 4 stamina, 4 spirit, but that's 40 extra health, and when I've only got 300 max anyway, I mean, that's more than a 10% increase to my max health. It's pretty good. And then the spirit helps with health regen out of combat, so I have to stop to eat or stop to bandage myself less. It all adds up. Alright, this node is bugged sometimes, so we're going to see really quick if it's still bugged. And I need to go level up mining as well whenever we go back. I gotta remember to do both of those. The skinning is fine, because we will catch up on skinning, like, so quick, like, boop, super fast. Mining, though, is a lot slower. Because, once again, there aren't, like, 30 mobs that I can just mine on for an hour, you know? I say you know and like and a lot. I need to get out of that habit. Maybe I'll make that a stream activity when I get a couple dedicated viewers. And if they catch me saying one of those, I'll have a punishment or something we can do. I'll have to get rid of, there we go. I'll have to get rid of something from my inventory or something along those lines. I have to fight without my offhand for an hour. I don't know. Just anything I can do to stop me from saying that, because I know it makes you sound dumb. I don't want to pull all these guys. That is a death waiting to happen. Not that we are playing hardcore, but that is a death waiting to happen. I am going to play hardcore when the official hardcore server drops. I just feel like there's no reason to do a hardcore character anymore until the servers drop, because other than getting better at going through the zone and leveling and stuff, what am I really going to do? Like, okay, let's say I hit 60. Awesome, I did it. But now I've got this character that's just gonna sit on this server, and then once the hardcore ones drop, that character's done for. And no one's gonna go back to there to raid or anything, because they're all gonna be on the hardcore servers. So I'm really happy they're putting in hardcore servers. I think it's a great idea. I think they're capitalizing on this phenomenon that popped up over the last couple months, but I think I am personally just gonna wait. I don't think there's any reason for me to jump on the bandwagon for it, or jump on the bandwagon before the servers come out. If you don't know what hardcore WoW is, by the way, I can explain it to you, but it's truly amazing how it's just kind of taken over the WoW streaming community. Like, truly just crazy. But hardcore WoW is self-imposed rules that you give yourself. And there's a hardcore add-on that you download for the game. As of right now, the servers, you won't need the add-on when WoW releases official hardcore servers. But essentially, the big rule is that death equals delete. So if your character dies at any point for any reason, you delete your character. We can see how that would be, crazy. And I've played a bunch of hardcore characters. I still have like a level 20-ish, 25-ish hunter sitting on a server that I never got back to. And there are other rules as well. You can't group with anyone for quests. You can play in a duo or a trio, but you have to always play with them. You can't play with them sometimes, then play solo on that character other times. It's either all or nothing. You can group for dungeons, but you can only group with other people who are doing hardcore, and you can only do each dungeon once. So you can't redo dungeons over and over again to grind up the best loot or grind experience that way. You've got to level in the world. Outside of that, I mean, there's a couple other smaller rules that exist, but those are the main ones. Yo, who are you running for, bro? The robot's not going to save you. Robot doesn't like you. Robot doesn't care about you. It does care about killing me, though. That is completely aside from you. That was not, had nothing to do with you. And we're back down to one viewer. That one viewer being me. Sorry, I check for the chest in there all the time. Because you get good things out of those chests, so. Alright, everything that we can kill up here seems to have been murdered by someone. Someone. So we're going to run down here. Murlocs and kobolds are the bane of hardcore existence because they are so easy to die to. They are the weakest characters on their own, but the issue is kobolds are always in caves, so you're in tight and confined spaces. You can't really run away unless you've cleared a way out. And Murlocs, as you can see, are grouped up. So like you really have to find one who just happens to be off on their own and just randomly like get them. And there's another quest that's going to drop from one of these guys, most likely, that we'll get when it does. All right, you guys see what I'm talking about bag space? It's a little rough. So what I usually like to do, and you're going to have to give me a second while I figure it out, I usually like to... I feel like we need the flask of oil for something at some point, so I'm going to include that over here. But I usually hide all of my quest items behind these... Because all of these I can accidentally sell. Like, this is a quest item. Like these intestines, they will be a quest item. This liver is a quest item. Where are the snouts? These snouts are a quest item. But I can still sell them by accident. So I like to hide them behind non-sellable quest items. So when I'm selling, I can just zip down through the row of all of this stuff, and I won't accidentally sell the things that are actually important. Big brain. You know what? That Murloc's going to come over here, but we can let him. I'm going to let him aggro onto us. Because we're going to kill this guy in a second, and then we can just turn right onto him. So it's fine. Yo, look at those crits. That's that crit chance coming in. Oh, someone left a like. That's awesome. Whoever was in here, you know, I'm going to like my own video. I really appreciate the people that stop by and drop off likes. I was never that person, and I still not a lot of the times. But now that I've started doing YouTube, and I really understand that like for small content creators, every single like is just a drip of dopamine that hits. So it does mean a lot to a lot of us when you do that. Wow, we got the Murloc eyes so quick. I think we went 3 for 3 on Murloc eyes. That's crazy. That's never happened before. I usually need to kill like 30 of these little bastards to get them. It's crazy. So why are you continuing to farm them, Alex? That's a great question. It's because there is a stew that we're going to make later on that requires a couple parts, and Murloc eyes are one of them. At least I think the Murloc eyes are definitely part of it. And it's good for cooking, but it's also just a good food that has a good food buff attached to it. So, but we can walk away for now. We picked up 4 of them. That's fine. Which color do I like? I still like the blue better. The blue's a nice color. Let's open up our barnacle shells. Just some clam meat. Nothing important. We're going to have to stop off and sell some of this pretty soon. And there's a copper node over here. Because we got lucky. Well, I see we have another viewer here. Welcome, 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 welcome. Hope you're having a great day. Hope you're about to have a better day. Having fun watching me play some WoW. I did not realize we were so close to our next level. Feels like it's going really quick. And I know we do have joyous journeys on here, so It is going to go a little quicker than normal, but that was very quick. Another like. Whoa. We're at 3 likes? That's crazy. That's absolutely wild. If I had fireworks, I'd set them off in my own apartment for that. I thought that was a troll. I seriously, if that was a troll, I would have run up and PvP'd right away. I've always been an... Oh, hello. Here, gamer. Hold on. I'm writing your name down. I said the first person who ever comments in my chat, if I ever hit 1 million viewers, I'm going to call you out. So I need to write your name down. But hello. How are you doing? That's only if I ever hit, like, you know, 1 million subscribers. That would be absolutely crazy. But crazier things have happened. I really wish I'd gotten into this a decade ago, which I've talked about before. Obviously, you weren't here for that, but I got into like making YouTube videos when I was like 14, 15. I'm 27 now, so that was over a decade ago. And if I just stuck with it, I could have been PewDiePie, Jacksepticeye, just based on like the pure luck of getting into it at that time. But I guess every generation needs its people. So I'm doing pretty good, you know. Worked a full 8-hour day, and now I'm here doing my second job. But this job's a lot more fun. I really regret not sticking with YouTube back in the day. Like when I was doing videos on a different account whose name I've forgotten to time at this point. PewDiePie was still kind of small. He was still doing Happy Wheels videos. If you've been part of his past at all, Happy Wheels was like a big thing for him way back in the day. That's my bad. Listen, I'm not gonna lie. I got caught up in the fact that I have someone here who's speaking to me, and I just completely looked away from the screen for like a full minute. Also, those mobs are a little over my level, but that's fine. All right, 1 second. Yeah, you're oh no, don't fight me. I don't want to fight you. You know what? Fine. We can. Now we're gonna die. 100% we're about to die. Yeah, let's get out of here. If we were full health, we could kill him, but we're not, so we can't. Cool. Yeah. It's what hardcore gets to me. I don't know if you've ever played hardcore WoW, but oh boy, it gets to me. I still try to play it. This is not hardcore, don't worry. I'm not deleting this character, but crazy. I can't remember what I was coming over here for. All right, we're gonna get the okra. We're gonna get some stringy vulture meat so we can make that new stew. I think that's the next objective. So here's the thing, that WoW retail is really streamlined. So you level up really fast. You've got a ton of abilities. All of the dungeons and the raids and stuff, it's just constant action. Like you're constantly moving out of stuff and dodging abilities. But it's a lot. Like that's a lot to do. WoW Classic is a lot more chill. leveling is part of the adventure. So in retail, at least for me, it was always just, oh, let's dungeon spam till we get to max level, find a guild, do the raid content. But in classic, like, leveling is part of the adventure. You genuinely get excited for like green item drops. If you get a blue, blow your stack. Like, it's insane. And then even then, like, the end game content is still fun. So I mean, it's just basically two different things. Do you want to be in the harder version, which is genuinely retail, just because there's so many mechanics they've had to add in to keep things fresh and exciting over the years? Or, you know, do you want to play the grand adventure? Do you want to feel like the things you're doing mattered, and that you're not just rushing through to get the piece of loot at the end of the boss, but you're actually going on this journey where you're slowly and getting stronger and stronger? Like, I have a couple green items here, but these items took me 3-4 hours to get, and even then, like, getting them felt awesome. I will say, though, that retail right now, Dragonflight, is probably one of the best states WoW's ever been in, outside of the first couple expansions. I think Legion and Dragonflight are probably the best expansions since they moved to the Dungeon Finder era. So the classic era is vanilla, Burning Crusade, Wrath of the Lich King. Then you have your transitionary Dungeon Finder era. That's going to be... well, maybe not Cataclysm. I don't remember if they had Dungeon Finder and Cataclysm, but Cataclysm was like this weird turning point where they destroyed the world, like the main world, and then Mists and Warlords of Draenor, things got a lot less personal. You had less social spaces you were in. Everyone was just sitting around in a queue waiting for it to pop. And then you've got... boy. Then you've got your Battle for Azeroth, Shadowlands, and things started to go slowly downhill. So I'm glad to see where WoW is currently with retail, because it truly is like a new... It feels like they've really taken some care to make it a better place, and they really listened to some feedback about what wasn't going right with Battle for Azeroth and Shadowlands. Oh wait, a paladin. Hold on. I can give them gear. Hold on. No, let me see you. Let me see you. Do you have better gear than... Oh, no, I can give you that shield. I got a shield for them. Hold on. I got a shield for them, and I got a chest plate for them. They have a better chest plate. I said if I found a paladin, I would give them this. Friend. Okay. I don't want to intrude. I was gonna give it to them. I got a green shield off of a mob, but it's, you know, I'm a rogue. I can't use shields. If a rogue is using a shield, something has gone terribly wrong. Oh well, we'll find another paladin. What level is it? Level 6? Yo, I could go back to Westfall and find a paladin paladin or warrior in Westfall and give it to them. Wouldn't be terrible. Alright, we're gonna hold off for now. So I don't want to make too many bandages, because now we're at 40, we can get heavy linen bandages. So I want to save the rest of our linen for that. Was there a chest in here? I didn't see. Nope, chest did not respawn. Oh well. Yo, it's wild to look over and see 3 people watching. I am one of those people, I'll freely admit, because I have to have my stream open. I don't know how else to see my chat. But to know there's 2 other people watching, that's awesome. Even if you've muted me and put me in the background just to make me feel better, I'm here for it. Kill some we really need to go drop this off. I'm gonna look for vultures on our way there. but we really need to go clear out our bag really quick. I even spent the gold to pick up a bunch of 8-slot bags. Still didn't save me from the Westfall curse. But yeah, my issue is, so when Dragonflight came out, obviously I was there day one to play Dragonflight. And it took me about a week to get max level in Dragonflight because I couldn't spend more than 2 or 3 hours a day playing because work and other obligations. And then I hit max level, and I just got really unlucky that like that max level was, I lost the drive to play. I think I took a day off to go be with family for something, and I lost all drive to play. And then when I wanted to come back a month and a half later, I just felt like I was too far behind to come back. Which I know is stupid because it's not. You can always find a guild who's trying to progress through like the first raid. Even when the last raid is about to come out, there's always going to be a guild that just got together and wants to do that first raid and progress through all the raids. But it just felt to me like there wasn't enough time. A bag. Don't see it. Let me get it. Yeah. Blind. Stupid bear. Alright, I can sell to him.
What can I do for you?
We need the stringy vulture meat, so I'll make sure to put that there. I guess we'll just sell it. We're not going to find anyone to give it to anyway. I'm just kidding myself with that.
Be careful.
This isn't a social game. No one wants to trade or anything. So it depends on what type of classic you're trying to play. So if you're playing Wrath of the Lich King Classic, which is like the current classic, I mean, Death Knights are there, so you got it. If you want to play Era Classic, Vanilla Era, yeah, they're not going to be there. What I will say, though, is that Vanilla is probably the best for the journey, the experience that you can get. So it's the best experience you're going to find. Wrath of the Lich King is where you're going to find a community to play with. And then retail, obviously, is popping in its own way. The only reason I didn't roll a Death Knight is because I wanted to start at level 1 for this. And I've never truly played Death Knight. Like, you know, I gave it the old college try once or twice. I got to, like, level, you know, I gained, like, 5 or 6 levels, and then I went on to play something else, but... My issue with hero classes, so that includes those Death Knights, Demon Hunters, things like that. My issue is that you start off with an action bar full of abilities, so I get overwhelmed and I don't know like how to do my rotation because I don't know what all the abilities do. Whereas when you start at level 1, it's like, oh, you start off with 1 or 2 abilities, and then by level 10 you've got 3 or 4. So you really get slowly rolled into learning how to use them. Sorry, I don't know if anyone gets weirded out by the knuckle cracks. Oh, did I lose everyone? That's alright. Can't expect them to stick around all day, can I? That was a Harry Potter reference, by the way. I'm a gigantic Harry Potter nerd. I think, and this is, you know, just me bragging, but it's the dumbest brag in the world, but I'm pretty sure that I have listened to the audiobooks for Harry Potter more than any other person on this entire planet. That's not like an exaggeration. I think if they were to do the stat, I would be the #1 person to have listened to them, just because I truly just listened to them so freaking much. It was crazy. Oh, go away, Coyote. No one likes you. Wow, I need somewhere better to put chat so I don't have to look to my left all the time. I mean, I had 2 other people here watching. I've gone big time. I need to spend thousands of dollars on bigger monitors so I can see things better. And if you do happen to still be here, the great thing about it is if you want to go play Wrath of the Lich King, Currently, you have this Joyous Journeys buff that's up here, and it's just an extra 50% experience. So you're going to level up 50% quicker, which is good, I think. So some people want the classic experience where the leveling is super slow. And trust me, leveling is still going to be very, very slow. But what the 50% does is it means you're not going to get leveled out of zones. So classic is not perfect for its leveling in that sometimes you get kind of trapped in between zones where you've finished all of the quests at a zone of your particular level. But the next zone is just a little too difficult for the level you're at. So you're at this in-between where your only real recourse is to just go grind mobs until you get to a high enough level. But with Joyous Journeys, you're never going to run into that. By the time you get done with a zone, you're going to be leveled up enough for the next zone that comes up. Got a ton of upvotes. That's awesome. Upvotes. What is this? Reddit? Hey guys, I got some updates. Oh, I am almost dead. Holy. Unfortunate. Sorry, I was reading chat. Someone got scammed, it looks like. Very funny. But Alex, it's not funny that they got scammed. It is when you fall for a scam. I don't know. I don't think that's super controversial to say. If you're dumb enough to fall for the scam, I mean, if it was for like real money and someone got wiped out of their life savings, like, yeah, that's terrible. Don't do that. What class to play other than Death Knight? It really depends on what you want to do. So there are some really, really strong classes. Fire Mage. Talking about Wrath of the Lich King specifically, the current... I didn't mean to attack him. It's, the current one that we're in. Fire Mage, super strong. Fury Warrior is also pretty strong. I'm about to die. Okay. But really, play whatever you want to play. If you want to be anything, just play it. You'll find people who are okay with whatever you've decided to be. The only people who are going to turn you away for the specific class you're playing are the people who are like super duper hardcore about like progressing and doing the top tier content right away. And if that's your thing, go for it, but that's always seemed too stressful for me. Personally, I've always been really partial to the martial classes, so Paladin, Warrior, Rogue, those are awesome. Hunters are really good if you're leveling solo, because then Hunters or Warlocks, because then you have a pet, so you can send the pet to taunt enemies that you couldn't normally kill alone with another class. Healers are always in high demand, so you could take a class like Druid or Shaman that has a healing spec. So if you really, if you run out of things to do or you run out of groups to join, you could try healing instead, and you'll find groups instantly that way. We're gonna go get this okra now. I just see we're back down to 1, so it's just me. I've stopped talking for a minute. If it's just bugged and saying 1 and there is someone here, I apologize. would kind of make sense, actually. Alright, let's do that. Alright, that makes more sense. Yeah, that's fine. Right? That's fine. I just wanted to be able to see my chat, because I had to keep turning my head all the way to the left just to see messages. Now I can just glance over. I just had to switch where the windows were on there. Not that I won't continually swivel my head to the left, because I'm trained to do it now, but...
Hey there. See you around.
I just need
Safe
the
travels.
levers.
Farewell. Be careful. Farewell.
Priest or warrior? So personally, I would say warrior. That's just my own personal bias coming through, though. I love warrior. Fury warrior also goes pretty hard. Endgame Wrath of the Lich King. But priests are never a bad idea if you want to heal, because every group is going to need a healer. You're going to get you're going to find groups super duper quick most of the time. And Shadow Priest, I don't think is terrible. I don't think it's a terrible DPS. Like I said, you'll be able to find groups no matter what if you really look for them, no matter what you're playing. But obviously, playing certain roles is gonna get you things a little quicker. Like it's gonna take me a while to find a group for a rogue, because all rogues are a DPS. You know, you can't backfill a tank role or a healing role. It's just DPS. So. Got to be the best darn DPSing rogue you know. And I plan to be. Today it's boars. Tomorrow, gods. And after gods? What's after gods, you say? Kittens. It's easy to kill a god, but you look into a kitten's eyes and say, hey, I'm gonna have to stab you now. Not as easy as you think. Oh, come on. I just need one more liver. Give me some liver, Mr. Gortusk, so I may bask in your liveriness. We're going to take a quick run back to Stormwind, level up our mining and our skinning, and I'm going to stop in at the auction house and just take a look for some stuff really quick. It's a good time to do it. We're already right here. I could start the Defias Brotherhood questline. I guess I should. That's potentially going to be one of the quest lines that I do for my video. The issue with that is I'm going to have to find a group to run Dead Mines, because that's the end of the quest line. And finding groups is not super easy, especially when you are but a humble rogue. And rogues are not at a not high up on the list. They're not a premium. If I was a mage or a tank or a healer, instant. I inspect them from here. Oh, did we instance out? Oh, nope, they're there. Cool. You can't see anything that's going on here. I'm just chatting with the person in front of me on the Griffin. That's all. Chatting through emotes, of course. I wouldn't speak to them. What am I? A social person? Oh. What if I just no thought about it, no contemplation, nothing, just did the 48-hour sitting stream tomorrow? How do you think that would go? Like, I start at 8 p.m. on Friday and I don't stop till 8 p.m. Sunday. Because really thinking about it, I might not be available to do it any other time. I really truly might not be. I've got a D&D group that I run most weekends, so I'd have to cancel on them, and I already canceled on them this weekend because I'm coming down. I just got off of being sick, so I don't want them to catch whatever I had because it was rough. That's why I keep dipping out of frame every 20 minutes or so. I just have to blow my nose. But I'm excited for the eventual point where I'm not sick. Because you don't appreciate what it means to have, like, full breathing through your nose until you haven't had it for a week or two. And then when you get it back, you take it, so it just feels really nice. You don't take it for granted for a little while. Skinning. I've been thinking about what I want to do when I hit max level, which profession. Because obviously it has to be something related to mining or skimming, because I'll already have those at max level. But do I want to do leatherworking? Because, like, obviously I can make gear for myself, and that would be cool. But also, I could do... I probably won't do blacksmithing just because so much of the stuff you make with blacksmithing is nothing that would apply to me. Could always do jewel crafting or engineering. Those are always super well received. I don't know. Guess that'll have to be a game time decision. I feel like my streams have been getting noticed more and more often. Like, the first time I streamed, I think I got an extra viewer like 3 or 4 times. They stayed for like 20 seconds and then they were gone. And then I streamed yesterday, and I got a couple people who stuck around for a little while. They didn't actually talk to me. They were there, though. They were there, man. For sure they were there. And then today. I mean, today I got I got Pure Gamer for a little while. That was awesome, man. I got another person who sat in here. We had 3 viewers for like a good 20-30 minutes. So I feel like every stream's just gotten a little bit better than the last. So if I just stream every single day by the end of the year, who knows? I could have 20 people in here. 20 would actually be kind of lit. Like, I made a joke like that was slow progress. If I had 20 people by the end of the year, like, consistently watching me stream, that would be pretty lit. Who knows? Maybe I'll get seen by Mr. Beast or Jacksepticeye, like someone who does one of those videos where they donate to small streamers. They'll come here and they'll be like, oh, this Alex person, look at him. And then they'll just drop me like 15 grand because that's what they do. That's what I was doing. I almost forgot it, guys. I gotta go level up my first aid. Almost forgot it. Do have to backtrack, but at least we didn't totally forget it. Ooh, is it worth it to waste some of the linen to get to 50 so that I can get Journeyman as well? Actually, hold on. 8, yeah. So if I get heavy linen bandage and make 8 of them, which is exactly how many I can make, I'll be at 50, and then I can just get Journeyman from there. So I don't have to waste them doing the stupid bandages. Never mind. Yeah, I know leatherworking works for a rogue, but at the same time, I just feel like there's not a lot of stuff I can make for myself endgame. I don't know. Part of me just wants to stay with the two different gathering professions, just stay mining and skinning, and then just sell the stuff and make gold and just pile up gold for Cataclysm whenever they do Cataclysm Classic, because you know they're going to. They made way too much money off of this, or they retained too many subscribers off of this to not move on to Cataclysm. The dream would be that they revert back to vanilla, though, because I never got to play vanilla. On launch, I just wasn't into WoW. That was one of my like year or two spans where I just wasn't into WoW. And that regret follows me. Like, not to be dramatic, but that regret of not being there for the first like couple months of WoW Classic haunts me. Because all I hear now that I got back into the WoW sphere, all I hear is just how great and how magical that time was, and how it was something that like it was like a once in a lifetime experience if you didn't get to play vanilla the first time around in like 2004. Just sucks. If you're looking for any other WoW content, Pure Gamer, by the way, if you have not seen, it's a YouTuber, he's named Barney64, Barny 64. He put out a series called Barney's Scarab Lord Adventures. It's a 4-part series, and I know the videos are going to look like they're long, and you're going to be like, I'm not going to watch WoW content for that long. You're going to watch WoW content for that long. It is probably some of the best put together videos I've ever watched in my entire life, and they're just so freaking entertaining. I truly do not start them too close to your bedtime, because you won't want to stop watching them until it's all over. Oh, these already got bought. Look at that. Nice. What do I have here? At 16, so I could sell 16 for 425 as well. Let's call it 35. Let's be greedy. Let's splurge a little bit. And then the leather I can sell for, I sold 15 for 425, so I could probably do 4 on the dot for that 14. Not bad. All right, let's look for some daggers. Let's say level 15 is our cap, because we're going to be 15 not before long. It's not a bad dagger. Goblin screwdriver. For 9 gold, that's not happening. Ooh, a 1.4 though. That's not bad at all. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It is worth it, but it's not worth it. All right, man. Have a good night. I hope you come back sometime. Yeah, thanks for being here, dude. It was a good time. It was nice to have someone to talk to. time to go kill more things. Things and stuff and whatnot. Need to die. I want to do that where we're walking, but I want to put these bandages on instead because I no longer need these bandages. So we're just going to toss those out to be sold. The ribs can stay. Yeah, everything else can just get sold. Cool. So this is what I mean, though. I keep all of my non-sellables behind a wall of things that I genuinely can't. The game won't let me sell these quest items. So if I put them there, I can't like rip through here right-clicking everything and accidentally sell this stuff, because once I get here, I won't sell those, obviously. It's just a good little buffer to keep myself from accidentally griefing myself. Oh, there's the paladin I wanted to give some money to. All right. Yo, what's with the... Are they boosting this guy? I thought you wouldn't get experience if you had people this high a level in your group. Oh well. I'm trying to figure out what we're even looking for at this point. We're still looking for some oats. Those got to be around here somewhere. I don't even remember picking up 7 of them. It says we have 7. I remember picking up 3. So 4 of them we did in a haze of grindy questiness that we just don't remember, which is not a surprise to me. Not at all. Oh, we still need to get our livers. Give me your liver. Because the other option is I invite you to a hotel room, catfishing you, and you wake up 3 hours later in a tub full of ice. Can you believe this shit happens? Like, I know we get told it happens, so like I've never actually heard of a real instance, but it's gotta happen. For it to be a joke like it is, for it to be a thing that gets brought up in pop culture sometimes, it has to actually happen, right? Just crazy to me that that is a thing. Oh my god, give me your liver. You don't even need your liver. What does a liver do for you? You don't drink. You're a pig. Pigs don't drink. I guess technically pigs could drink fermented fruit that could potentially get them drunk, right? And livers filter out other toxins. I'm sure you eat a lot of things that are semi-toxic to your body when you're a pig, right? Pigs can eat anything, though. Can eat can eat a human body. It's actually in one of my favorite book series, The Spook's Apprentice. That's how they... Spoiler alert, that's how they end up killing one of like the big bad witches, because the only way you can kill a witch is by burning her alive or eating her heart. Not just like stabbing her through the heart, but like consuming her heart. And instead of them having the protagonist, you know, eat a heart, because that would make you like him a little less, even if it was a bad person's heart, he instead like chops her up, and then he somehow incapacitates her, and then he tosses her into the pig pen, and the pigs just eat. They do what pigs do. Wow, we got a lot of health now. We got a stamina buff from that one guy. I think if I ever have a chat big enough to do it, I think I want to play Among Us. I missed the whole Among Us craze. I didn't understand why it was so good when everyone was playing it, and by the time I realized how good it was, because I watched Disguised Toast videos, it was over. I really wish I hadn't missed it. So I want to get a group of people together who want to play, and just play for like a couple hours together. Oh my god, finally I get a paw. Have I just been destroying all of the paws of the gnolls I've killed so far? Like, what? Yeah, stringy vulture meat's what I need for the Westfall stew, right? So I may as well kill a couple more. Give me your liver. I am the liver king. Oh wait, there's someone who already calls himself. I am the liver queen. Oh my guy. Liver person. God, do boars just not have livers? Like, what's going on? I think boars just don't have livers. Oh, we got one. Gentlemen, we got him. We got one. We need another. And we can't stop till we get it. I mean, we can stop whenever we want, right? I'm not an addict. I can stop whenever I want. I don't need to play this game or anything. So currently at my, I know no one's here, so I don't really care if I bring it up, but currently at my job, my current role is to listen to outbound phone calls and to make sure that all of our customer service representatives, when they call out to people, are saying that they're on a recorded line, right? And a pretty common practice that most people need to do. Mention to whoever you call that you are on a recorded line. The software that records all of our outbound calls screwed up today, or screwed up yesterday, I guess, because I do calls from the day before. And only roughly 7% of all of our calls got recorded. And we, for some reason, couldn't figure out which ones had and hadn't been recorded. So my job today was to just cycle through all of the recorded calls and see if there was actually a recording on there or not. That's all I did all day long. I essentially copied an ID number for the call in the ID that corresponds to the call in the server system that we use. And I just copied it, pasted it into the server system, and then just looked to see if there was a recording. I did that for 8 hours to 7 hours. I did something for an hour. But for 7 hours, that's what I did with my day. It's a pretty good job. It's a pretty good job, I'm not gonna lie. I could work at much worse places. Much worse places. I hear horror stories of other places. Oh, the pocket watch is over here. That's right. We just got to clear out this house of undesirables. That guy left, and now I don't have any viewers. I feel bad. Thanks for being here, dude. I know you're never going to see this because you left, and you're not going to come back and watch the rest of the VOD or anything, but thanks for being here. It meant a lot. Just to know there was someone here who was engaged enough to sit and talk to me for a little while. Let me know I'm doing something at least semi-right. I'll go subscribe to him afterwards. If he has videos. If he doesn't have videos, he obviously isn't trying to get subscribers, so whatever. But I'll go take a look at your channel afterwards. Give you a sub. Alright, people in here? Hello? No people. Okay. I feel like sometimes you just need a screenshot of a scary table. Cool. That is my screenshot of the table. If I ever need it, I'll dip back into this this archive and section off that bit of the video for whatever creepy purpose I need a bloody, gory table for. You never know when you're making WoW videos what you're going to end up needing. I'm gonna look for him really quick. Hold on. You can't see, but in the chat, someone is looking for... Nope. He's got a weird slash through his O, and I don't know how to do that on the keyboard, so... I was wondering if that slash would even matter. He's looking for more people for Dead Mines. But, like, I'm also level 14. There's no possible way I go into Dead Mines, right? Dead Mines is for people way higher level. Like 17, 18, something like that. And I know, it sounds like, oh, what's the big difference? 14 to 18. It's not that big, but it's big. Enough that I'm not going to force myself on them and make them carry me through it. Archangel PR. Hold on, I'll check them out. Because they're probably in the same group as Foven, who's doing that. I know you can't see any of the names. $21, yeah, there's no possible way they'll take a 14 in there. It would be pretty good for us, though. Not gonna lie. I'm just gonna try to get my red bandana from here. We're starting to come up on my limit for the day. Mostly because I still need to do some other things with my day, like clean some stuff up and start to turn my brain off before bed. Although I guess I could just stay up. I don't have to... So I normally get up somewhere between 6:30 and 7, and part of my morning is an hour-long walk before work starts at 9. But currently, the Northeast is covered in smoke from Canada. So I guess there's really no reason for me to get up that early. I guess I could just not, right? Yep, just die. Thank you. Now you die. Got the bandana. Gonna just look for a chest in here. No. I don't want to fight you. Leave me alone. Carpal tunnel. That's one of my biggest concerns is not carpal tunnel specifically, but any kind of degenerative illness or something that hits me that takes away use of my hands or my eyes. If I lose anything else, I'm fine with it. If I, like, not fine with it, but I'll live. But if I lose my eyes and my hands, my ability to essentially play video games, there's no quality of life left for me. And I know that sounds really dramatic, but it's just the straight truth. Like, if I can't play video games or watch movies without my eyes, like, There's just nothing in life that I want to do
What
anymore.
can I do for you? Have a good one. See you around.
Hey there. See you around. Safe travels.
Alright, well, we got a feed bag, so we're going to put that on to replace our 6th slot, but we first need to go sell some stuff so we have room to do it. We're getting the Score Tusk liver. And die trying. Here, little boy, your life is mine. You belong to me. That was just my impression of a demonic Taylor Swift. Oh my god, just give me a liver. I feel like the livers were dropping left and right when we first got here, and now that I need one more, zilch, nothing, zippo. Well, we got a wand. We were a mage, that would be pretty good. Got a light hide? Interesting. I didn't think light hides would drop this early. I mean, we are at 80 skinning, so... guess I could be wrong about that. Alright. Last quest of the day here is to get this last liver, and then we're outie. We're gonna head off and do some other normal people things for the day. This weekend, though, I plan to stream a lot. I plan to record some other videos, not on stream, and I plan to work on my next WoW questline video, which is going to be a big undertaking. So, a lot of stuff coming up this weekend I'm excited for. A lot of stuff to do specifically with my YouTube channel, which I'm even more excited for, because I've really started to get into the swing of this whole YouTube thing. I've really started to enjoy doing all of this. So, yeah. I hope you guys enjoy watching as much as I enjoy producing it. All right, cool. 2 of them together. Come on. Come here, little boy. I should say little boy like that. Sound like the Nightman. Nightman. Ah. I'm a good singer. Don't think I'm not a good singer. I'm just not belting. And when I don't sing loud, I don't sing super well. Just something about not like opening up the throat and the vocal cords to sing. You can't. Some people can sing really well hushed like that. I can't. I'm not one of those people. I need to let my full voice shine. My full voice is pretty full. Oh. Thank the maker. Thank you. All right. So... I'm looking way too hard at what to get rid of. I should just toss something stupid. I just want to be able to skin this. So I'm going to go over, craft a thing or two, sell some stuff, and then we'll head out. But thanks for being here, guys. Thank you very much, Pure Gamer, for showing up and not only watching, but also, you know, taking part in the day. That was really awesome. A nice little boost. I was starting to get a little disillusioned with streaming, not that I expected to be a sensation right off the bat or anything, although that would not have been bad. Just, you sit here for what's now been 6 hours of streaming across the last 3 days, and you don't have a single person even say hello. Starts to get to you. But then you show up and you said hello, and we had a great conversation, and I feel really good about that. Let's just drop these. I don't care, because he's gonna give me an item.
King's honor, friend. Go with honor, friend.
He's gonna give me a cloak with agility on it.
Bless you.
Heck yeah. Look at that. Look at that. And then, yeah, we'll make this our home really quick. I'll pick up the gold out of here. Just a little bit of gold, not a lot, just a bit.
I buy and trade.
Make the in your home.
Go
So I could disable Joyous Journeys if I wanted to. I'm not going to, because the end goal of this really is to get to a point where I can raid and I can find another group of people to do all of this with. So I'm not gonna get rid of that. What am I coming up here for? Oh, to sell things. That's right. Yes. Sell.
Well met. Be careful. Light bless you. Hello.
All right. Sell. Everything else is not a sell.
See you later.
Everything else stays with me. And the last thing to do, and I know I've said the last thing like 5 times now, but the very last thing to do, we're going to run over to the campfire that's over here, and we're going to cook up the couple boar ribs that we got. Just so I remember to do it, so I don't have to find a campfire starting off our video tomorrow, and we will stream tomorrow. Well, guys, I want to thank you for being here. Special thanks to Pure Gamer for popping in the chat and talking for a little bit. That was great. If you guys liked, if you watched to the end here, if you could like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you can to help me rise up the YouTube algorithm. That way other people can find and enjoy my content. I would really appreciate that. And guys, until